Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Failure Frame, episode 3. So, after the last one, after our guy Toka basically opened the doors to lead getting out of that ruins of disposal, and we did see what that elf chick, right? We see her in this on the run from these guys, these holy warriors. Well, because we learn after the end credits, there's a bounty on her, and I guess she said she's a half elf, or she said she's a princess of a half elf, I think. By the way, though, get to more in a bit though, but we get a good portion of the beginning where first we focus on some of the other students, training, and we see those three dicks. Which they are. One, they're chasing after killing monsters, especially the one that was laughing in Toka's face. Can't wait for some of this shit to happen to him, And then we got the girls, which this one girl does feel sorry for our guy Toka. Or what was his first name though? Mimori, I guess his first name is, but Toka. I'll call him by his last name, Toka. Who felt sorry for him, and because we see in a flashback where he saw a cat got hit by a car, and he was kind of and she sees him picking it up and just put it in a different place so it doesn't get hit anymore. It shows how he's not it shows that she sees that he's not a terrible guy as everybody thinks he is, or a douchebag or whatever, And she feels sorry for him, And okay, so we get another girl besides the other girl that got her ass knocked out by that bitch, which you see her wake up in a bit. But this other girl, who feels sorry for him. And then we get this other girl, which is this pervert girl, kind of groping at her, boob, right? But I'm already not liking it already because she's giving up this very villainous, mean face that it's like I'm already starting not to like her either, because she's telling this other girl, the one that felt bad for Toka, is that hey, you need to do this or you're gonna end up like him, right? I think at least I think she's a what, D rank, I think, because she said that the other one, the cocky one, she's a B rank, so. To prove yourself, kill this monster. So they have this monster, that looks like a pet, and I swear, the creature, the face look at this face. I swear, it looks like that one character that turned into that slime, whatever it was. You remember that scene in Made in Abyss, right? The show Made in Abyss where the two kids were going so far down. The one kid got turned sort of like bunny ears, right? And that one girl got turned to like that wherever the hell that she was, right? But that face though that she had though, this monster does kind of like the same face like that character from Made in Abyss. And so they have it chained up. They want her to kill this creature to prove yourself that she's with them, right? So they're all standing watching. She has no choice because what could she do, right? What could she do? Prove to make herself better, or if you don't, she'll probably end up putting where Toka was, right? So she has no choice in the matter. So she had no choice but to kill the thing. And the other goes, "Hey, good job!" I'm like, I'm already not liking. And she's like, I'm like, I'm not liking you already, And then she's bent over crying, Which, yeah, I kind of feel her position, right? I'm like, what could you do, right? Either make yourself strong, or you're gonna feel like you just end up being thrown out like Toka did, right? So she's crying in tears, which okay. There's two girls that feels bad for Toka. This girl and the other one, I think her name was Shogo, I think it was. So we see her waking up. I think she's being after she got punched out by that that so-called goddess. She was been knocked up for a few days. She wakes up and she wants to go talk to her. to talk to her, and then we get that bit, the goddess bitch pretending giving those crocodile tears, those wawa tears, like, oh, it's so sad, you know, just, oh, it's so sad what happened to him, oh, this obligation, I'm just playing this whole act, and I'm like, bullshit, my dick, you know, okay, that's how much I despise this woman, okay, she's putting this act, and I'm like, bullshit, my dick, yeah, that's how far that's how far I think of her, you know. Because I already, she's insufferable. You just feel like you just really want something shitty to happen to her so bad. That's what I think. And people are calling this. I just don't get the negativity that people are calling the show. You know, I just don't get it though. I'm like a villain, a character you want to really hate. You just want to just like give her a good sock on the nose. You know. And a guy who's bent on getting revenge, which I don't blame him. I want him to get his revenge on that goddess bitch. I do. So I don't get what's so bad about this show. I just don't get it. But he ain't changing my mind on this because I think it's really good, you know. And the second isekai I'm reviewing, because previously I'm reviewing Suicide Squad Isekai as well, and that's been a really great show too, you know. So. But I just don't get. But this one's getting more negativity than the previous one. I just don't get it though. So yeah, but she's trying to tell her, hey, if I'm an S rank, if I help your cause, basically, will you let him go? Will you take back what you said or bring him back from that place, right? And she's like, oh, a proposal. I never thought of that. Okay, deal. And she tries to shake on it, and she's basically crushing our girl's hand, almost, basically. And then she leaves like she has cold hands. I'm like, well, yeah, she is. She's cold. She is cold as ice. You're as cold as ice. Yeah, she is cold as ice. And by the way, I don't buy her saying, oh, we got a deal. I don't buy that bunch of malarkey bullshit whatsoever. I just, she's a flat-out lying. I would have been surprised if she, behind her back, she would have had her fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't trust that bitch for another goddamn second. No whatsoever. I would say that she's putting on a fake act, little crocodile tears, and then, okay, I'll make a deal with you. I'll release him after if you do your thing, you know. I'm like, you're a liar. So anyway, getting back with our main guy. He's walking and he sees. This is what ultimately makes this great. This makes this episode great because he sees a bunch of slimes. But first, I thought it was like the slime character of the main guy from Reincarnated as a Slime, right? Same color, almost same color, right? We see a few big slimes. They're picking on this much smaller one who was like a lighter blue color. I'm like, okay, this kind of being like him, right? He's putting himself in his position, right? Because he's an outcast, and they're treating this little slime like an outcast, right? At first, he's not doing. He's standing there, like, hey, he's saying this. He's under this breath saying, "Stand up for yourself," right? And the little slime bounces off of them, you know, until when he uses the paralyze on him, right? On them, right? Until he says, "Hey, pick it on him. You better get out of here." And so they do. And from then on, this guy has befriended a sidekick. A little slime. He calls him Piggymaru. I'm like, got so excited, I almost choked. Piggymaru. I'm like, I'm already sold on this. Even though I'm enjoying the show, I'm already sold on this even further. Now our guy has befriended a sidekick, which he can act like, you know, he can see in any direction he wants. You know, kind of like eyes in the back of his head. He says, keep an eye on things around him, and he names him Piggymaru. I'm like, I also get what is so appealing, thing is so bad about the show. I just really don't. It baffles me. So, and I guess, you know, when he changes colors, I guess it's like emotion, like fitting the emotion he has. So whenever he changes his color, it's like since like a different emotion, I guess. And so Then we come back to, we learn is this elf princess on the run from these four guys, call themselves what, the Holy Warriors, I think. And so she's running from them, and she's prepared to fight them, but turns out the guy has found Toka, and said, "Oh, a wimpy guy, you should be easy to kill, right?" So, but all of a sudden I like that he does like the bait and switch again, where from that big soul eater, it's like, "Oh, please don't kill me." He kind of does like that, and then boom, gets the gotcha moment again, where he paralyzes them, and then he poisons them. Although he kills them off screen though, but he tells the princess that they're dead. I'm like, smart, very smart, doing the bait and switch again, the gotcha moment again, like he did with the Soul Eater, and then he paralyzes her because he doesn't really trust strangers, like I said, and he wants to give some information, and the girl has been very honest up front about it and saying, "Okay, do you trust me a little? Do you trust me more?" He's like, "A little bit." So, but I'm still gonna go being cautious though. The paralysis will last for a few minutes though, right? And so, thanks for the info, because he wants her to. He tells her this place where this witch is at, and this the land of these golden eye monsters or dragons. I forget what the name, but they're golden eye something. Where there's this witch who can translate this ancient language that he wants to read it. So. Leads to like forbidden magic, right? So he says thanks for the info. So we're gonna be parting ways. So you can just leave on your own after the paralysis is done. And so he's like, because she say that that girl reminds him of his aunt that was kind compared to his shitty parents were. So, but yeah, but then we get the after credits where these people are looking at the bounty of that elf princess. So, and we see like the shadow on this other side of the wall. I think that's Toka. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the series of Failure Frame. Like I said, I just don't get what's so bad about this. What people are making it out, right? I mean, he prevents a slime as his new companion named Piggymaru, which I'm like, I'm already there already for the show. So, and we see just like that goddess, I just really wanted to, just punch her lights out, I just hope when he does end up, when he gets strong enough, I hope Toka does really something very shitty to her. I really do. I mean, she's putting on that whole act, those fake tears with the girl, Shogo, I think her name is, again. And we see what the other girl felt really bad about killing that creature, because it just reminds her how good of a guy that Toka was. We did with that dog that got killed, or was it a cat? I think it was a cat. And she was in tears, just like, what could she do? Because she's all these girls watching her, either you do this or happen the same thing with him, So I think it's been a really good show, It's just, I just don't get why people are so negative on this, I just don't understand it. I think it's really good. I think the characters, I really want him to get his revenge on that goddess, and also I like the fact that he doesn't. Hollywood's method of, because he only kills if he feels if his life is threatened, right? Only when his life is threatened, if he sees like, okay, like the elf princess, right? He sense no evil from her, and like she can say the same thing from him, right? You see, like, he's only going to kill if his life is threatened, basically. So, and you see, he's not really an evil guy, but he really wants to get, like, he killed those guys because they were threatening him, and so, but although he didn't have to, but when it's against his own life, that's his own rules. And when it comes to that goddess, I just hope she gets what she deserves, along with those other jackwagons, that says he's trash as well. Especially the other one that was laughing at his face. So I really hope I'm watching this because I really hope to see if he gets his revenge, But anyway, that's a Failure Frame episode 3. Great episode. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you next time. Later.